Hello students, how are you? I hope you are doing well during this lockdown period. Students, you know that now currently the lockdown time gives you a precious time to you. And I hope, I'm damn sure, you are using this time in a precious manner, in an efficient manner. Students, you all know that currently employability scale is going on and very soon it is about to end. It will be finishes, right? Currently unit number 5 is going on, session number 2 will run here and unit number 2 is green skills and currently we are running here policy for green economy. We will learn various topics here, but as you know that employability scale is divided into two parts. Number one, I need to say the employability scale is having some of the sectors, some of the parts, right? So right now you have learned unit 1, unit 2 and some of the units are skipped due to the CBSE guidelines and unit 5 is already running here and then after we start our IT skills. Right? In IT skills, you have to study some of the programming language, some of the application software also. Okay? So students, I hope you are doing a hard work at your home. Yes, and that's sure you are doing your hard work. Okay, students, that hard work is gives you success in your life. I pray from the God that you will become a successful person in your life. So with this hope, with this wish, I just want to welcome you on my YouTube channel. This is Virendra, your information technology teacher, and I am here to give you important sessions on policies or green economy. So without wasting any of your time, let's start. Students, these are the topics which we have covered in this session. That is introduction. Then after some policies we will learn here, like NAPCC number 1, number 2 JIM, number 3 NSN, then after SBN. These are the few things, right? So students, let's start our introduction part. So our first topic is introduction. First topic is introduction. So student, can you tell me, whenever you talk about green economy, so at that time you are thinking about maybe the economy is related to green things that will become the green economy. Okay, the answer of this question already provided in previous videos, that is session number 1. What is green economy, what is green skills, that each and everything is already discussed in previous videos. But right now, today in this session, we have to discuss about what are the policies are made by Government of India, okay, for having a sustainable green economy. How much money, how much infrastructure are there for green economy. So we will learn some of the key points about these policies, okay, and you have to remember, you have to learn each and everything thoroughly, right? So in introduction part, first question arises here, what is policy? What is policy? Can you tell me? Yes, can you tell me? Okay, so do one thing. Whatever the answer you have, just give it on YouTube comment, or you can also give the WhatsApp also. I am waiting here. So students, the answer of this question, that is policy. Policy is nothing but it's a set of protocols, set of rules that going to be followed, going to be followed by our school, colleges, hospitals, whatever the organizations are there, that is followed, right? So let me define one more time. The policies is the set of protocols, set of rules that is made by the government of India, and these policies are followed by each and every countryman, whether he belongs to any of the organization, right? Any of the institute, clear or not? Okay. So in this policy, let me give you one example here. Let me give you one example. Why we are going to study here? So by example, you are able to understand what I am trying to say, right? So suppose I have taken the example of national education policy. Recently, this policy is made by government of India, and this policy will be implemented in India very soon. Maybe in 2020-21 you will have a new broad change in education. It means that whatever things are related with the education, whatever the organization related to the this kind of policy, okay, I mean to say the policy always made for the organizations, and organization have to follow it, right? Whether it's a school, whether it's a coaching institute, whether it's any other big school or any institute, any college, whatever thing, each and everything, each and every protocol is going to be followed by these of the organizations, right? So by making the policy, it will be decided that who will follow the rules and regulations, who has the responsibility to have the plan of actions, who is going to be performed, how it going to be performed, right? These questions, right? If you want the answer of these questions, you can have by having this question. You can get it. If policy is implemented successfully, you will surely get the answer of these questions, right? So students, right now this is all about your introduction part. Now in our next topic is that's policy on a green economy. These are the policies we have to discuss in our this session. So likewise, NAPCC. N for national, A for action, P for plan, C for climate, C for change. National Action Plan for Climate Change. GIM, Green India Mission, NSM. And then SBM, Swasth Bharat Mission, National Solar Mission. National Solar Mission, Swasth Bharat Mission. These are the some of the policies which already made by the government of India. We have to discuss in this, and what are the efforts, what are the your skills are used here, okay, to successful implementation. That's computer based, right? So students, for having a good interactive session, a good entertaining session, please come to my laptop so that you can have this kinds of session. Okay, so please come to my laptop. Okay students, this is unit number 5, green skills. So students, green skill consists of whatever the technologies, whatever the development done in the environment sector that we are studying here, and in this unit the session number 1 is already finished. Right now in this session we are going to have session number 2. Okay, so in this session we have to study about some policies, what policies is made by the government of India so that environment sector can be a part of a good role, can play a good role in the economy, in our Indian economy, right? So right now I have already given explanation of what is policy, and I have given also one example to understand how the policy is, right? Okay, so right now the policies made by Indian government are many, so many policies are there, but I will give you some of the policies detail in a point wise so that you can have a better understanding, right? So right now our first policy is National Action Plan for Climate Change. But before having this kind of study, let's have some introduction about policies for green economy. First of all, students, you know what is sustainable development? Tell me, you know that or not? Sustainable development means whatever the steps taken by Indian government for the development of Indian economy, and the policies behind the green economy is to reduce the poverty, गरीबी को दूर करना, right? Apart from poverty, to reduce the inequalities in their society. Inequality means the differentiation between different caste. It means that we are not going to treat the caste and communities equally. That is one kind of inequality. Then genderhood, like this is boy, this is girl, okay, we are making the differentiation about that. And the most and not the least is to provide the education, to provide the food, to provide the environment, to provide the energy resources, to provide the sanitation, okay. And in during these kinds of providing, we have to take care about all kind of natural resources, right? So this is the aim of this kind of policies. Let me repeat: to reduce the poverty, to reduce the inequality, right? Provide food, shelter, education, employment, energy resource, sanitation, right? Now after this, once the aim is already understood by you, now let's have steps. What steps is going to be taken by the Indian government in the sector of green economy? What policies are made? So I have told you the first policy is going to have is National Action Plan on Climate Change, right? The short form is NAPCC. Why it is made, I will tell you each and everything, right? So let me read out the sentence and then I will give you the better understanding about the same, right? So first of all, this is one kind of action plan, means these are the one kind of steps going to be taken by the Indian government, and we are the role player, right? We are the role player here. So this is the one of the action plan which includes different missions. Yes, it includes different missions, different plans within it, which aims at sustainable development. Yes, it means that this kinds of activity, this kind of action plan having only one aim: sustainable development. A policy that comes with a fixed action date and budget become the mission. Please be remember, that's a very important line. कहने का मतलब यह हुआ कि जो एक्शन प्लान, जो ये स्टेप्स गवर्नमेंट ले रही है, ठीक है, उसको किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम में, किसी पर्टिकुलर बजट में फिनिश किया जाता है, इसीलिए इसका नाम पड़ गया मिशन, एक अभियान, राइट? तो आप आपको याद रखें कि जो भी हमारा एक्शन प्लान है, उस एक्शन प्लान में डिफरेंट मिशंस आ सकते हैं. मिशन का मतलब ये होता है कि वो फिक्स डेट, फिक्स एक्शन डेट और फिक्स बजट के अंतर्गत उसको पूरा किया जाता है, राइट, तो उसको हम बोलते हैं मिशन, राइट। नाउ NAPCC includes 8 missions. 8 important missions. Let me give you the diagram for this. There are 8 different missions are included in this National Action Plan for Climate Change. Let me read out one by one, and after reading these sentences, we'll go through the some of the missions, right? Like National Solar Mission, National Mission for Enhanced Energy Efficiency, National Mission on Sustainable Habitat, National Water Mission, National Mission for Sustaining Himalayan Ecosystem, National Mission for Greener India, National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, and last is National Mission on Strategic Knowledge on Climate Change. So these are the eight different missions are included in this action plan. So right now, students, I am coming to the our first mission, that is Green India mission, right? So please be remember 8 points are there, and now we are coming here Green India mission, right? So as the name tells that this mission includes different kinds of steps, different kinds of action plan, and that all action plan is related to conserve our environment, right? Conserve our natural resources, conserve our climate change. You know that right now the global warming is increasing day by day, right? The temperature of our earth is increasing day by day. Right now we need to take some strict action plans so that we can reduce at some extent, right? At least we can take some of the steps for that the temperature for the earth cannot be increased, it will be stopped, right? Or it can be reduced at some extent, right? So students, in Green India mission, first of all it is having one short form, GIM, right? Apart from 8 mission, this is one of the action plan of Indian government, right? And this action plan is very much useful to meet the challenges of the climate change. Whatever the climate change is going on, whatever the challenges came in it, okay, this kind of action plan, this action plan is very much helpful. So first of all, we are going to understand what is the objective for this action plan. What is the objective for? So let's come to the objective. The objective is to protect, to restore, to increase the forest cover. Yes, this is the main aim. This is the main aim, to protect our forest, to increase the forest area, to restore it if it is demolished, right? Apart from this is the combination of plans for ecosystem, biodiversity, water, biomass, preserving mangroves, wetlands, critical habitat, along with the fuel, fodder, timber, non-wood forest, right? It means that, let me give you the one more time what things are included in this. In GIM, what are the scope for that? Let me give you. First of all, just make sure that it's a combination of many things, many kinds of plan, and that plan is made for our ecosystem, biodiversity, water, biomass, how to preserve the mangroves, wetlands, critical habitat, okay? And apart from this, whatever the fodder is coming, whatever the fuel is coming, whatever timber is coming, okay, non-wood forest, right? These all things come under this, right? Like whatever the fruits are coming, whatever the flowers are coming, seeds, herbs, honey, whatever things that come under in this, right? So now I'm going to give you the details about the same in a table form, right? So this example gives you a very good idea about Green India mission, right? So I'm going to give you one example here in a table form. Let me scroll down. Yes, this one. Right now in Green India mission, it is talking about the Mahua economy, right? So let me give you the detail about what is Mahua. Mahua is the one kind of flower. Mahua flower form a sweet smelling yellow carpet over the large area in the forest range in Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra and Bihar, right? महुआ क्या है, एक तरह का फ्लावर है, बहुत ही अच्छी भीनी भीनी खुशबू आती है इसकी। और ये जो आपका महुआ के जो पेड़ हैं वो आपको मध्य प्रदेश के जंगलों में मिलेंगे, झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़, उड़ीसा, महाराष्ट्र, बिहार इन जगह मिलेंगे, राइट। नाउ अब when the mahua flower become elder, it gives the fruits, seeds, leaves, okay, and the duration for giving the fruit, seeds and other things is February to April, and the village people sell it to forest department, okay, at a price set by them. Means forest department of the state have set the particular price here, and that price is applicable on mahua flower, right? Now whatever the fruits, whatever the flowers are kept, after giving the price for that to the forest department, these fruits are used to extract oil. Yes, please wait, that's the main advantage here. The mahua flower is used to extract oil, and whatever the things are remained here, that remaining part is used as a biofuel. And mahua is also used for the medicinal purpose also, right? Mahua leaves are very useful to make eco-friendly plates. Yes, mahua flower is used for eco-friendly plates, cones and bowls, right? So these are the advantages here of mahua flower. Now let me give you some more uses here. Mahua flower is also used here for making the laddus, halwa, kheer, even sabji also. Some kind of vegetable also made here. Mahua oil cakes are used as eco-friendly manure. Yes, महुआ अगर आप यूज़ करेंगे आप, तो वो एक तरह का जो खाद है, इको फ्रेंडली खाद आपको मिल सकती है, राइट। नाउ रियलाइजिंग इट्स कल्चरल एंड इकोनॉमिक इम्पोर्टेंस। अब देखिए कितना मतलब कल्चरल के अगर आप सांस्कृतिक रूप से देखें बहुत ही ज़्यादा महत्वपूर्ण है, इकोनॉमिक अगर हम देखें अर्थव्यवस्था के रूप में देखें तब भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। सो व्हाट द फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट हैड डज, so the forest department of many state government are promoting jams, squashes, biscuits, jellies made from these flower. महुआ से बहुत सारी चीज़ें जो बनती हैं वो फॉरेस्ट डिपार्टमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इसको बहुत ज़्यादा प्रमोट करता है. इट मीन्स इट ऑल्सो गिव्स सम काइंड्स ऑफ help in our Indian economy, right? And this is also related to your Green India mission. Okay, so right now after giving this lecture you are able to know what kinds of advantages, what are the objectives, okay, having a Mahua economy, right? It means that whatever the development is going on, that is a one kind of economic development, and we are not reducing any kind of harm. We are not providing any kind of harm to the environment, also not damaging any kind of forest here. We are just utilizing whatever the resources we are found here, right? So I think you are able to understand this example. Okay, so please remember Mahua economy. Let's come to the next topic. Okay, one more thing I just want to tell you here. Once you enter the forest of this China, I mean to say Madhya Pradesh, Jharkhand, okay, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Maharashtra. So in these forests, two kinds of tribal groups are residing there: Gond and Baga. Gond, Gond, and Baga. Baiga. These are the tribal groups that collect all kinds of maua flowers, fruits, seeds, and leaves. Okay, so please remember these two tribal groups. Right? Now coming to the next topic. So this is the second thing, that is National Solar Mission. National Solar Mission, and the full name for that is Jawaharlal Nehru National Solar Mission. In short, you can say National Solar Mission, right? So what is the objective for that? The objective of this mission to meet the India's energy needs sustainably. मतलब क्या हुआ, इंडिया की जो ऊर्जा की रिक्वायरमेंट है उसको पूरा करे. आप जानते होंगे, right now whatever the electricity is made here in India, that maximum electricity part is made with the help of coal, right? With the help of coal. So right now India having a aim that India become the global leader in the sector of solar energy provider. You know that na, solar energy, this is the one kind of renewable source of energy. This is the one kind of renewable source of energy, and solar energy gives you a one kind of ecological protection here. एनर्जी तो देता ही है, एनर्जी के अलावा इकोलॉजिकल प्रोटेक्शन भी देता है, राइट? एंड दिस काइंड ऑफ मिशन ऑलवेज प्रमोट्स लोकल प्रोडक्शन एंड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एनर्जी, राइट? कहने का मतलब ये हुआ कि जब कभी भी हम यहाँ पर सोलर मिशन की बात करेंगे तो सोलर मिशन हमेशा लोकल प्रोडक्शन को बढ़ावा देता है, ओके? और ये भी देखता है कि डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ एनर्जी कैसे हो रही है, राइट? So right now I am just going to discuss the below figure. That figure tells you about the success story of, right, of the one of the our Indian territory, that is Damandiv. Yes, and now this become the first Indian territory to become the first Indian territory that it will give you a having a solar mission, right? And that territory using the 100% solar energy, okay? So as you know that our mission to become the global leader in the sector of solar energy. So I think these kind of steps, these kinds of work, okay, definitely help us to become the global leader, right? Let me discuss about the figure also. Now this figure, what it is saying here, what it is saying here, right? So let me give you the advantages here. So first of all, it reduces the electricity bill, right? Because the solar energy uses the energy of the sun rays, right? And that sun rays are going to be stored in solar cells, and once it is having a solar cell, then you can run your electric equipment also, right? It also reduce the harmful emission of whatever the things are using, right? It reduces the harmful carbon emission. And apart from this, transmission and distribution losses reduced to 12 to 7%. मतलब क्या हुआ कि यहाँ पर जो भी हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कर रहे हैं, जो भी हम ट्रांसमिशन कर रहे हैं हम एनर्जी का, वो आपका पहले 12% था, अब 12% से 7% आ गया है, ओके? एंड इन दिस यूनियन टेरिटरी इट यूजेस 50 एकड़ ऑफ बैरन एंड रॉकी लैंड. मतलब जब इसको सेट किया गया, सोलर पैनल्स को जब लगाए गए, तो लगाने के बाद 50 एकड़ की ज़मीन यूज़ की गई। वो ऐसी ज़मीन थी जहाँ पर कोई भी बिल्कुल समझिए बैरन लैंड था, वहाँ पर रॉकी लैंड था, इनको यूज़ किया गया। और सबसे खास बात, लो वोल्टेज प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व। दमनद्वीप में जो लो वोल्टेज प्रॉब्लम थी वो पूरी तरह सॉल्व हो गई, राइट। एंड द मोस्ट एंड नॉट द लीस्ट ईयर, स्पेंड 80 lakhs पर मंथ बाइंग इलेक्ट्रिसिटी फ्रॉम द गुजरात। ठीक है, पहले क्या होता था, 80% जो बिजली है वो गुजरात से खरीदी जाती थी। सो दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हियर विच यू डिस्कस्ड हियर, राइट। अब जो हमारा दमन द्वीप, जो हमारा ये इंडियन टेरिटरी है, इसने 100% सोलर एनर्जी के ऊपर डिपेंडेंसी हो गई है। सोचिए कि इन्होंने कितना पैसा बचा लिया, हमारे देश की तरक्की में इन्होंने कितना सहयोग किया इन्होंने। ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, आई थिंक ईच एंड एवरीथिंग इज वेरी मच क्लियर टू यू, and whatever the doubts you have, whatever the problems you have, please discuss with me by using the YouTube comment or in WhatsApp also. So with this I am coming to the next plan, that is what is the next mission. So right now our next mission is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, SBM, or you can say Swasth Bharat, Swachh Bharat Mission. You can also say CIM, Clean India Mission. There are 3 names, right? SBM, SBA or CIM, right? So first of all, what is the objective for that? The objective for Clean India Mission is to clean up Indian cities, towns and villages. हमारे जितने भी शहर हैं, जितने भी गांव हैं, सभी को एक साफ सुथरा माहौल देना, राइट। वन ऑफ इट्स मेन एम, जो मेन एम है क्या है, टू अचीव एन ओपन डिफिकेशन फ्री इंडिया बाय October 2, 2019। 2 अक्टूबर 2019 तक बिल्कुल समझिए गंदगी से बिल्कुल दूर रहने वाला देश हमारा बने, किसी भी तरह की कोई भी गंदगी ना रहे, मेन एम है हमारा, राइट। अब आपको बताऊं मैं, 2 अक्टूबर 2019 ये 150th एनिवर्सरी है हमारे महात्मा गांधी जी की। इस दिन जो ओपन डिफिकेशन फ्री इंडिया का सपना था उसको काफ़ी हद तक पूरा किया गया, बहुत मैक्सिमम एक्सटेंट तक इसको पूरा किया गया है। घर घर में टॉयलेट्स आ चुके हैं, घर आपके आसपास कूड़ेदान लग चुके हैं, और भी बहुत सारे स्टेप्स लिए जा चुके हैं इसके लिए, ताकि हमारा जो भारत है वो क्लीन इंडिया मिशन के तहत एक सर्वश्रेष्ठ भारत बनने का प्रयास हो। विद दिस आई एम कमिंग टू द आवर नेक्स्ट थिंग, राइट। इंडियन गवर्नमेंट हैड टेकन ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द मेजर एंड वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट स्टेप by setting of NGT, National Green Tribunal. National Green Tribunal, that's a very very important, and that's a autonomous body of Indian government, right? So let me give you the detail about it. What is it? So NGT is like a one kind of a code, and the cases which came here, that all cases related to our environment protection, conservation of forest and other natural resources. Means suppose you are making a road, so that road must have the must fulfill the one kind of greenery rules. Means the both the sides of roads must have plants, must have the trees also, right? So this is already the order given by the NGT, and all comes in the this kinds of problem is and sort out by the NGT if there is problem. कहने का मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर हम रोड की बात करें, रोड के दोनों तरफ पेड़ होने चाहिए, और ये जो रूल्स है ये NGT के अंदर ही आएगा। मतलब जहाँ कहीं भी इन्वायरमेंट प्रोटेक्शन की बात आएगी, आपके फॉरेस्ट को बचाने की बात आएगी, तो वहाँ पर NGT के अंतर्गत ही आप वहाँ पर अपने प्रॉब्लम्स को, अपने इस तरह की चीज़ों को वहाँ पे हम रख सकते हैं। राइट। सो यहाँ पर जो मेन एम है वो क्या है, हमारा मेन एम है टू प्रोटेक्ट दैट वट एवर द प्रॉब्लम्स, वट एवर द थिंग्स आर कमिंग अंडर NGT is environment protection, conservation of forest and other natural resources. It acts on dispute related environmental issues. मतलब हमारे पर्यावरण से रिलेटेड जितने भी मुद्दे हैं, जितने भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, वो इनके अंतर्गत आएंगे। ये इनकी प्रॉब्लम सॉर्ट करके आपको सॉर्ट आउट करके देंगे ये, राइट। इट मे आस्क बाय द पीपल द कॉजिंग इकोलॉजिकल डैमेज टू पे हैवी फाइन्स। मतलब अगर किसी इंसान ने अगर ग्रीनरी एरिया को नुकसान पहुंचाया तो उसे हैवी फाइन हो सकता है या उसको जेल जाना पड़ सकता है, ठीक है। NGT कैन टेक्स एक्शन टू स्टॉप एंड करेक्ट एनवायरमेंट डैमेज इवन सच एज पीपल गोइंग टू बी जेल ऑल्सो। मतलब यहाँ तक इसमें प्रावधान है इसमें कि अगर यहाँ पे फाइन ना चुकाने की स्थिति में आपको जेल जाना पड़ सकता है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पर जो इकोलॉजिकल इम्बैलेंस है, इससे रिलेटेड जो केसेस हैं, ठीक है, और जो इन्वायरमेंटल डैमेज से रिलेटेड केसेस हैं, ये सारे केसेस आपके NGT के अंतर्गत आएंगे। तो NGT इज नथिंग बट इट्स वन काइंड ऑफ कोड वेयर all kind of environmental protection related cases and conservation of forest related cases coming to here. So students, I hope each and everything is clear, right? And if you have still any kind of doubt, please come to me. So now it's time to end our session. Let's have some questions here. Let me scroll down. Yes, some questions like here. One MCQ is there. Which of the following is the main objective of sustainable development? Like reducing poverty, promoting green agriculture, preventing ecological damage, and last one, achieving a balance between economic and environmental and social needs. Right? These are the 4 options are given. Out of 4, only one is correct. And after this, match the following. There is column A, column B is there. You have to do in your fair copy. And these are the some subjective questions are there. You have to describe about 4 to 5 lines like about NAPCC, and what have to question 2 is saying that you have to write the importance of Swachh Bharat Abhiyan in 4 to 5 lines, right? So students, this is all the questions here. This is the home assignment for you. You can do in your fair copy, right?
Okay students, I hope each and everything is very much clear to you and you have understood very clearly. But students, I am damn sure some of the questions are definitely arise in your mind. Please ask me by using your YouTube comment or WhatsApp. Okay, you can call me also, but don't hesitate to ask. Right students? So students, it's time to have ending of this session. So I just want to say thanks so much for listening me. Thanks so much for watching this video from starting till the end. But please don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you like it, please share to your other friends. And please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you can get a notification of my latest videos. So students, thank you so much for watching me.